And we're back. And oh boy, I'm losing it. May not talk as much, but we're gonna play. Whew. Let's see what we got, right? Okay. Uh, all right, so let's go ahead and save that first. And we'll save to photos for the nightmare playthrough. All right, awesome.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma,
by Emil Hartman.
Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
I don't blame you. I mean, to honestly be fair, he is a complete a-hole. I think I'm gonna die. Yeah. That was not the correct path.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma.
Guess we'll try that again.
Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back
It's
my
been a
fight
while,
with Alice.
apparently.
I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Okay, this.
Looking back
Oh.
at Alan Wake and the story of Alan Wake, certain things just feel like they have staying power and feel very significant and important for the overall experience.
Which one's this?
Wake says in the opening line, he talks about the unanswered mystery as something that stays with us the longest.
Right.
And then we have a poem from Thomas Zane where he says, beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated.
I mean, yes, we kind of knew that to begin with, but...
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Yay!
Damn.
Yep, you could have been in there. Thankfully, you were not. Even though we did technically join it down there in one of them. But... Yippee. Whew. All right.
Hello?
Is that Zane again? Weird.
Hello? Someone there?
Ah, the manuscript pages. Ugh.
These sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure.
Departure.
That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it.
There you go. You couldn't remember writing it.
Attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Yeah, so the. Oh, awesome. All right, so 1, 2.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Makes sense, I suppose. By a shadowy murderer.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Oh no. All right. All right.
So if we take Wake's opening sentence about mystery and Thomas Sain poem about something beyond the shadow you settle for, I feel we are very much at the heart of what Alan Wake is about. I mean,
The shadows?
we just tend to have this overwhelming yearning to have answers and to find one final truth about things. I mean, that's something that we want in real life. That's something that we often look for in fiction, because that kind of is something that consoles us. It's a very comforting thought, but then very often our lives are nothing like that.
That's
there
true.
is no one final answer. You know, things can be looked at from many different viewpoints, and this kind of yearning for mystery it's a great driving force. It's driving force for us for discovery and science.
Right.
And in detective fiction, it's something that we chase, the answer. It just kind of is a great propelling force to drive us forward. But at the same time, you know, should we have that final answer is the question.
And that's what you're here to tell us, like you said.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Yeah. I don't think you get that choice. I guess woohoo, checkpoint.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station.
Ah, yes. Yeah, no. Oh?
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
I don't think he cares.
Hey! Hey, you! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Stucky.
Oh, hell.
Carl.
Stucky.
Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation has required. Fair and square.
Yep, fair and square. Well, he killed a guy, didn't he? There it is. All right. Wake fights are taken with
Taken stood
light.
before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Makes sense. Well, that wasn't creepy at all. Oh. I thought that was the only way. Hello, Stucky. Oh boy.
It's the latest thing.
I don't think it's the latest thing, Stucky.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
I love that. Nicholas in The Shining. Yay.
During your trying, it's the latest thing. Incontestably proven health benefits let you kill with one stone.
Oh.
You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol down. Same.
No, thank you, Stucky.
Yes.
Great Falls Sheriff Station. How may I...
Hello?
Thanks, Stucky, you dick. Oh, no.
This is bad.
Nope. Well, there goes the house. Wonderful.
There were more of them. My head pounded with the concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
All right. Nope, don't want to use that yet. All right, to the chest.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Cool. Okay. There's the ammo. Kick.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
All right. I don't see an emergency box, so this can't be it. Is it now? Whoops. Apparently it's duck season. Whoops. I'm sorry. Well, that went south fast. Rose daydreams about
Rose knew
Wake.
she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Well, at least that's better than the alternative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 10. Awesome. I just wanted to make sure. Also, I'm an idiot. If there's 3 or 4 of them, that's when I use the flare. Well, that's not good.
What was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
I don't blame you. I think I see the coffee thermos. Oh God, don't fall though. There it is. All right, keep choosing right. There'll be a manuscript page. What's this? Is this the manuscript page? Oh, it is.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days.
Well, that's good that he's
It
coming.
could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon. But Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that. Not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
All right, take the left. I think. Oh.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, yeah, I know. I mean, I could, but I don't think I care. Okay. There it is. I believe it's up here. Chest number 2. The Taken are filled with darkness. All right. Yeah, I know what I need. Ah. Awesome. Nope, I don't want to get hurt. We're going down the ladder.
The staircase was broken.
Yep, broken
We had to make our way up
stairs.
some other way.
Here we go. What does this do now?
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Yeah, I think I see it. But there's supposed to be a coffee thermos right over there.
With all this
All right.
forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna die. There we go. I'm trying to get the kills. Okay, that makes sense. Woohoo! Of course. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I heard
Yes.
them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
All right. Yeah, we're going back to the handgun just for now. Oh boy. Awesome. Ugh. Yep. Well, that didn't work. Whoops. It was supposed to. Yeah, there we go. All right. Ha 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 ha. Alright, we got a shack. Ah, cool. Radio show 2.
Just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like
This is true.
the forest is quietly breathing along with you.
Well, let's try to do something.
I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep me company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice.
Maurice.
What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walk.
Okay.
Out there.
But, Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they can grab him. My number's on his phone.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Mostly.
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but tough for his own good.
Poor Toby.
Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks.
You have a good night now.
I don't think he will. Ah, yes, I believe red right hand. I could be wrong. I guess when that plays.
Fat ass, giant, morbidly obese squirrel. What are you doing?
Huh. All right. Hey, no, I don't know which one this is, but it's a song. You know, part of me thought it was Red Right Hand or whatever, but ba-ba-bum. All right. Well, we got chest number 3 coming up soon. All right. Well, once the radio program stops, you know, I'm very curious actually in the night spring TV shows, because honestly, that's going to be awesome to rewatch. I mean, we might as well listen to the music anyway. Not only is it for the radio show trophy, but I love that they put the effort and the details into something like this. I guess we're waiting now. That's today, isn't it? I think that's today. Yup. All right, I guess so. Apparently, the Santa Clauses are getting a season 2 that's premiering today on Disney Plus. I did not know that. Ugh. Ugh. All right. There it is. Awesome. All right. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see that, but I knew it was coming up. Jeez.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember
I mean, that one
either
was
a terrible
barely
ancient
even.
prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
And that's all that's important, right? There it is. Ah, sees
The
it.
gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Yeah, still too far away, though. Yeah, we'll get back to that. Awesome.
The idea of a mystery ending as part of this kind of a cryptic line, it's not a lake.
It's an ocean.
Is something that I feel, having that mystery there, leaving it into a mystery that has kept Alan Wake in the minds of many of the fans.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course it did. But you pretty much, at this point, fans have pretty much figured out that it means it's everywhere, not just here. Oh, well. It said 4. That's a lie. You're back at the generator. Okay. Northwest. Oh. All right, there's supposed to be a coffee thermos. I think I see it. Yep. All right, well, we found it. It just took a little bit of time. All right, let's see. Okay. That's got to be it right there, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, right? Awesome.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
That seems legit. All right, there's the safe haven. All right, yellow tractor. There it is. I mean, that's awesome. Just in case. I mean, I understand that. All right, let's go, just in case. Awesome 3. All right, manuscript page. Wake lies to the sheriff.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
That's true. What is very, very true. Okay, let's move that.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance.
I love Night Springs.
Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
Quantum suicide.
If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Quantum suicide.
He's kidding, right? Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead.
But in another universe, you died.
This round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pop. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one
where it did.
With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
Well, that's not fully true.
What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's
How is it trivial?
number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere.
Like that.
This one thing did not.
Because if you are using it for multiple universes, then you have a 50-50 chance.
Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Oh. Oh boy.
Dr. Colvin, filled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps
Ignorance of the masses.
left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Oh, I love Night Springs so much. All right. Let's see how we're doing. Awesome. Oh? Was that supposed to do something? Huh. I bet it does. Hello, Carl.
The engine block takes out the cool. Bounce! Easy and fatal! This nice tool forgotten inside the engine has destroyed the rector! You should
Bye-bye, Stucky. Unlike Nordic walking, unlike Stucky, you enjoyed incontestable health benefits. Namely, you're not dead.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Yup. So there's a yellow crane, coffee thermos. There it is. All right.
So I suppose thinking about the mystery ending of this experience, it is very much something that in fiction that I get excited about and I love is a part of them that you know
Right.
something that you will keep on thinking about and pondering about is something that excites me personally, and from that perspective,
I mean, I get that.
I love to craft experiences like that. I love to have elements there that are open to interpretation, that you can piece it together and find an answer for you.
Cool. Cool.
I recognized the parade float I had seen
Yep.
in Bright Falls when I first arrived with
It didn't
Alice.
like it too much. It, how do I put it? It almost fell off.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
You wish. Stucky taken. So we got all the pages now.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Engulfed him. Aw, poor Stucky. Wait, what's going on?
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the band
So it's
was
been
right,
7
I
days.
was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Dying. Hey, that's about what gas is now. Yeah, sorry about that. All right. Cool, we're about done. Ow. Oops. We're, yeah, there we go. Booyah. Don't try to screw with me. I screw with you.
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
Right, the Deer Fest.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place. Or
Yeah,
that there'd been
Stucky.
some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Guess so. All right, the 68th Annual Deer Fest, September 15th to the 18th. Games and activities, raffle tickets, fishing, competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions. Live music for the children. Bucktooth Charlie afternoons in Montgomery of the Mystics' amazing Phantasmagoria evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deer Fest parade. Hunting club. No, thank you.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
All right, we're pretty much at the end of episode 1.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff,
Put your hands up.
You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
In the 70s.
I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Nope.
Listen, we'll...
Bright Falls finest. You finally managed to make that phone call. What are the statistics? 17, 14, 8. 2 indirect kills. I don't even know how that one even happened. Birds killed 66. Batteries used 2. 10 out of 106. 2, 4, 2, 1, 0. Right. Well, I don't want to do previously. So.
Previously on
Awesome.
Alan Wake.
Cool. So we can leave it here. And when we come back, we'll just continue the game and get to see previously on Alan Wake. But until then...